Hi guys, happy Monday. This week we are going to be learning about triangles. So you guys already learned how to classify angles as acute, obtuse, and right. Okay? So we actually classify triangles the same way that we classify angles. Okay? So an acute triangle is a triangle that has only 3 acute angles. Acute. An obtuse triangle is a triangle that has 1 obtuse angle. A triangle cannot have 2 obtuse angles because it's impossible, and we'll get to that in a second. Okay, and a right triangle has a right angle in it. And again, you can only have 1 right angle in a triangle. Okay, and again, we will come back to that later. Okay, you can also classify triangles by the lengths of their sides. Okay. So, if all of the sides of a triangle are equal to each other, it is called an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle is special because it is also equiangular, meaning the sides are the same length and the angles are the same measure. Okay? Don't forget, angles are measured in degrees, whereas sides are measured in inches, centimeters, meters. Okay? Usually they are noted by like a number. Okay? An angle always has a degree measure mark on the right side. Okay? So always 60, 60, 60 for an equilateral triangle, and the sides have to be always equal to all 3 of them together. Okay? Alright, if 2 of the sides are equal, and by the way, it means that the 2 angles associated with them are equal. We don't necessarily know what they are, but that is called an isosceles triangle. And if none of the sides are equal to each other, maybe this one is like 2 centimeters, this one's 3 centimeters, and this one is 8 centimeters, okay, it means that it's a scalene triangle. It also means that none of the angles are equal to either. Okay? So, this is going to lead right into the next part of the video. Okay? IXL for today is really only going to be touching on classifying the triangles, but this is something that you definitely need to know, and that is the angle sum theorem. Okay? We will learn about the exterior angle sum theorem in the next video on Wednesday. So the angle sum theorem means that all three angles of a triangle have to equal exactly and no less or no more than 180 degrees. It has to be exactly 180 degrees. I'm not going to explain why that works, just know that it works. Okay? So, the nice thing is if I know what 2 of my angles are, I can figure out a missing angle. Okay? So if I know that this angle here, angle A, is 25 and angle B over here is 95, then we can add my A and my B together. I get 120, which is not my answer. I have to subtract that from 180. Okay? It's like whenever you're finding a missing piece, you have to subtract. Okay? Now you can use your prior knowledge, because this I've denoted as these 2 angles are equal and these 2 sides are equal. So it has to be what kind of triangle? Oh, an isosceles triangle. And because we know that the sides of an isosceles triangle are equal, we also know that these 2 angles are equal to each other. So if I know that angle here is 47, and I don't know angle B here, I have to assume that this angle is also 47. Okay? But I don't know angle C. So I do the same thing. I add the 2 angles that I know together, and I get 94, and that is not my answer. I still have to subtract that number from 180. It's, again, you're finding a missing piece. So 180 minus 94, and we get 6. Makes this 17. 17 minus 9. 86. That looks like it might be correct. So this guy is 84 degrees. Again, do math like this. Usually I check with my calculator. My phone died. Alright, so that is classifying triangles and the angle sum theorem. So I will see you guys again on Wednesday.